Welcome back to Brad's Beer Reviews. We are here with the last review of the day and the strongest beer of the day. This is Arrogant Bastard Bourbon Barrel Aged. Now I'm going to be honest, I don't know a lot about Arrogant Bastard. Obviously I know who they are. They're a very well-known brewery, but I think I've only had the Arrogant Bastard Ale, and it's been so long ago that I don't feel like I should comment on what my thoughts were because it's probably not fair. I may feel different about it now. So really, I don't know what the history of this beer is, and I want to take some time to try to find out. And I attempted to do that, guys. I don't want you to think that I went into this review half-assed. But unfortunately, their website gives quite a good narrative, and I could read it off the back of the bottle to you, but it's quite long. And you'd be better off going to their website for that, and that's going to be at arrogantbrewing.com. Just look this beer up, read that little narrative. It's almost like a little story. I'm going to go back and read that and pay more attention to it after this review. Beer Advocate gives it an 87. There's no rating by the bros. Rate Beer gives it a 96 overall and a 91 in the style, so people love this beer. They're out of Escondido, California, and it's 8.10% alcohol by volume, and they just released this beer on April 27th of 2015. Now this particular bottle here that I have was bottled on April 24th of 2016, so it's a little bit old. With that, well, let me think. Yeah, it's a little old. I think I remember reading that their freshness date was 90 days, so I may not get a good representation of what this beer could be if I had it fresh on this one, but we're going to drink it anyway. So my friend JJ gave me this beer. Thank you, JJ. And I'm pretty sure the reason he picked it up is because him and I are both bourbon fans. I'm a big whiskey fan, and as I've mentioned before, I would like to eventually do some whiskey reviews. And so I'm pretty sure that's what drew him to this beer. And so, yeah, that's all that I have on it as far as... And I don't know why I did not grab my bottle opener before I started the video, because this is not a twist top, and I do not have my bottle opener here. If you'll bear with me, guys, I normally would not do this, but I'm going to have to get up just a second, go grab the bottle opener. I'll be right back. Still with me? Thanks for waiting. I've got my trusty, I don't know if it's the beer talking, but I just want you to know I love beer. Beer opener that you've heard me talk about before. I've got several methods that I could use to open a beer, but I just really love this. Thank you again, Michael and Leslie, even though you probably don't watch these. I really like this bottle opener. Let's open this up. Looks like there's something on the inside of the cap here. Liquid. You probably can't see it, but it says Liquid Arrogance. Twitter and Facebook. Let's give it a pour. Sorry if you notice some flashes of light, guys. I know it happened in one of my other videos tonight. We've got some storms going on. So, electricity's flickering a little bit. I'm hoping it doesn't go out because that would suck. You can probably hear the thunder in the background now. We just had a loud crash. This bottle just looks evil, man. Well, I can't decide if it looks cool or if it looks evil. Looks like a little devil there. Forgive me, Jesus, I love you. All right. Let's take a look at it. It's a light brown color, almost a caramel color. Very little carbonation, and what is there is right here at the bottom of the glass, and it's just kind of sticking to the glass. It's got about a finger and a half of off-white head on it. It's pretty frothy looking. Not picking up any kind of sediment or anything. Let's give it a smell. Picking up a caramel sweetness. Like a roasted malty smell. And yes, before I move on, guys, this is the same glass that I've used for the last 2 reviews today, but I cleaned it out before doing this review, so no, it's not the residue of the previous beers to give me any of these smells. That confused look on my face is because I'm getting a little bit of a chocolate note, and I would not expect that from this kind of beer. It's got what maybe I would call a medium hop presence in the aroma. It smells very rich. I don't know for sure that I'm getting any kind of bourbon smell to it. That's arguable because if you drink bourbon, if you've had any good bourbon, it does have a caramel flavor to it, and so it's possible that that's where I'm getting the flavor or where I'm getting the aroma notes from. But this is almost like a candy caramel smell. All right. I could sit here and sniff this beer for another hour, but we need to move on to the flavor. We got some more lightning clapping out there. Let's go drink, guys. All right. First notice from the beer is it's got a medium to full, and I haven't been able to say that with any other beer that I've reviewed on the channel so far. It's not light at all, but I don't know if it's the heaviest beer that I've ever drank. But it's so medium to full flavored or whatever, full bodied. It's a pleasant mouthfeel. Get a little faint taste of the alcohol in it, but I guess that's to be expected with it being bourbon barrel aged. The hop bitterness actually kind of, if it makes sense, it complements that alcohol taste. It makes it to where it's not displeasing. It's pretty well carbonated. There's definitely a caramel flavor to it. Maybe a light brown bread. Toasted maltiness. All right, so this is made good. It's a good quality beer. And if I was going to rate it just on quality of the beer, I would honestly give it an A. But I try to do my ratings based on a balance between the quality that the beer's made and my enjoyment of the beer at the same time. And if I'm rating it on that scale, then I'm actually going to give this beer a B minus. It's a very good beer, but it's not something typically, and you can say that maybe I'm drinking for the wrong reason. You can disagree with me, and if you do, that's fine. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let's talk about it. But when I'm looking for a beer, typically I want to find something that I can drink more than one of. Because I do like to drink several beers at a time, even though I have, relaxed. What's the word I'm looking for? I have relaxed quite a bit over the years. And so when I say drink several, I mean to be able to sit and drink, 3 to 6 beers. That's usually how much I drink in a night these days. And so with that being said, I don't know that I would want to sit and drink a 6-pack of this. And you're probably not meant to, because it is a higher alcohol content at 8.10% alcohol by volume. So maybe you shouldn't, and I'm sure there are some people out there that love this and do that anyway. But for me, I would rather not get too inebriated by the alcohol. A relaxed buzz is fine, but there's a line that I don't want to cross. And so for alcohol content alone, I couldn't drink very many of these. And that aside, flavor-wise, it's not something that I would want to drink several of. So quality of the beer is an A, but if you figure in my personal enjoyment on it, I've got to give it a B minus. But it's a good beer, guys, and if you haven't ever had it, you need to check it out. If you have had it, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching the reviews today. I may be back with another video this week. I haven't quite decided yet. If I do come back with another video this week, it'll probably be a talk session with my dad's beer that he made. He made a homebrew brown ale that is very good. So I'll probably revisit that for my enjoyment, and maybe I'll tell you guys a little bit about me. We'll get to know each other. I might save that for this weekend. But thank you for joining me. Hope you have a great night, and come back.